Right, welcome to the second installment of Road to D-Class. And, well, the first episode, if you haven't checked it out, check it out up there. And basically all it was is practice until we can run consistent lap times, not getting off tracks and avoiding other cars. When we can get really comfortable with the track, bear in mind they change every Tuesday depending on where you are in the world. So yeah, if it's a Monday, won't bother learning, come back on the Tuesday, learn the track, then you've got it all for the rest of the week, which is ideal. So when you're ready to go in for your first race, come into Go Race Current Series, or up next if you wish. You can see, where is it on here? It'll be somewhere on there. I'm blind for life. There it goes, right there. And we can register. I prefer going to Current Series, just a bit more bigger thumbnails, let's say, easier to navigate. So we click on this here, and it says the car and all of that. We have the race starting at 3 o'clock, and we can click register. Now at this point, this window will close and you should get another one. I've turned it off. Basically it says, are you sure you want to confirm to this race series? There is a little tick button where you can tick, don't show me this again, click continue, and then basically you'll see this bit here. After we've done that, we can click join and it will open another window and it will load the sim. You'll get the track map and about the track and everything going around, track photos. You should know the track if you are coming into your first race series. So this is kind of one of them refreshers of being like, oh, which layout is it? Things like that. So we can see turn 1s, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 12. So we know where we're going basically. Wait for that to load and we should be in the session. So you can see we are in sim at the moment, and along the top there you can see the session you are registered for is starting. Please exit the sim and join. Obviously I'm in the pits at the moment, but if you're on track, pull over to a safe place, stop. That can be on the grass, that can be to the side of the track off the racing line. Hit your toe key or your escape button on your keyboard and you'll get back to this screen, and there is the race icon there. So we can click race, click join. Might ask you to save the replay. If you want to save the replay, come back and have a look. If not, click X and it will take us out of that sim and into the race sim. Right, so you're in your first race server, and what we can do is have a quick look at the information we've got here. So it tells you some track information, some car information, some weather information will be really important, particularly on the lower down cars. Even in some of the LMP cars, track temperature makes a huge difference to lap times. So if you've done a practice sessions in a few different temperatures, have a check on the temperature and you should be able to get a ballpark of what lap time you should be doing from there. We can see there's race details. So we've got 3 minutes of practice, which is just to let everyone into the server really. You can get a lap round sometimes if you're quick enough. Otherwise, it's just so the sim doesn't start before people have joined. Then we've got 8 minutes of qualifying or 2 laps. That's standard across most races. There is a few exceptions. Obviously, the Nordschleife, the actual 156 lap thing, most people can't get around in a lap in 8 minutes, so they do normally set up a separate session for that. And race is an official race and it's 10 laps. So the official bit, sometimes up here as well, it says it just there, sometimes it can be unofficial. So if you go to entries and there's not enough people entering the race, it won't become official, which means IR and SR will not be counted, unfortunately. I believe the number is 6, minimum of 6 drivers. If it's 6 or over, it will go official, but I'm not sure if that's 8. So 6 or 8 drivers, I believe that's the mark. If it does say unofficial, then like I say, race it, use it as a practice session. Unfortunately, it will not count to your MPR. So the practice session is up and now we can qualify. If this is your first race, I would recommend not to qualify. We don't need to click this button. If we do qualify, then what will happen is we will get put down to basically last, or whoever hasn't qualified. What it will do is rank the qualifiers and then it will be highest I rating after that without a qualifying time. So considering we're car number 12, if you can see there, just by the hash, I click this, might be a little bit easier. Generally, that means that we have the lowest I rating in this field. So if you're the highest car number, that means you have the lowest I rating in the entire field. If you're number 1, you have the highest I rating in this field. And this is where it comes really, really complex with I rating, IR, and SR, safety rating. I've done videos, you can check them out here, of trying to explain what the hell they mean, but basically they're a hidden formula that everyone's been trying to guess how they work. All I can say is safety rating wise, that's all we're worrying about at the moment. If you finish the race with as little incidents as possible, bear in mind I believe it's based on instance per corner, so you want being a short race, you want minimum instances, and how quick you are compared to the pack or lead car, don't know what it goes off, you will gain more SR. So basically if you poodle around, get 0x, but you're 2 or 3 minutes off the pace. You will not gain as much SR as you would if you got 1x, perhaps going a lot quicker and nearer to the pace of the field. So iRacing kind of got that in its programming, where it it knows if you're going slowly, deliberately to get SR, and it will sort of pin you back a little bit. If you're a clean racer and you're relatively quick compared to the field, then you'll gain a bundle. Right, so the 8 minutes qualifying is up, and you can see we've got a lovely timer here. We can grid in, it's 2 minutes this timer. We can grid, or we can let it ride, and basically we'll do a pit lane start. You can start the back. You see we would be starting second to last at this moment, so there we go, third to last. But if we let this go all the way down to 0, there we go, we can click miss start, click that, and we start nice and safely in the pit lane. We sometimes will start behind the pack. So if I get the relative screen up, just in the black box in the bottom right hand corner, you can see we've got green flag going, and you can see that they're coming past us. Now we've got a miss start, and we've got to wait for a couple of seconds while the grid goes past. So technically we can go now, and there's the field going like that. So basically this is to avoid any turn 1 issues. Again, don't be silly on pit exit, because we could get a drive-through penalty there. But all we're doing here is just going around the track. You may catch the field up, you may not, but all we're trying to do is race like we did in practice. So good, consistent lap times, no X's, and we see what happens basically. You can see we're already catching the field. That time is coming down. As I say, we're not looking to race, we are looking to survive. Oh, yellow flag ahead. You can see next to my mirror. So oh, there he is. Just want to take it a little bit easy through there because we didn't know where he was. I don't have my spotter running at the moment, which is the they would normally tell me audio, you know, there's a yellow flag ahead, watch out. But as I say, we don't have that running at the moment, just because I want it to be me, you, and the race car. So we completed our first lap, and it's been completely clean, which is glorious, and we've already gained a place because someone's fallen off. So as I say, all we're doing, take it nice and easy. This will probably be an eventless race, to be honest. Because all we're looking for is to chill. And spot potential issues. As I run a little bit wide. You can see here we're starting to gain a pack of 4. Oh, that's really handy. When someone does that, it's generally called blinking. So what that is their internet isn't particularly useful, and they are skipping out of the track. That is one thing we need to be careful of, because if they come back near where we are, we can have an accident. That is one of the perks of online sim racing. So he went a little bit wide there, as I did. So we don't want to be too close to him, just in case he is a little bit nervous on this track. So we did a 17.6, which isn't too bad. So you can see they're getting quite racy up ahead. So all we're going to do is take it nice and easy. Go where cars are not. Braking nice and early, this guy ahead. And he's defending. You can see him moving to the inside there to try and block the inside line, because the inside line is the shortest line. But all we're doing is just staying with him. You see he's blinking again, so that makes us a little bit nervous because he might pop out of nowhere. So I'm just braking nice and easy. I'm just watching my line. I'm also watching him, but I'm racing my line. I'm using my brake points that I've done in practice. I'm just making sure I'm not making any silly mistakes. I'm not pushing the car. No need to push the car. We just want to finish the race. So you can see with us lifting off a little bit and letting these boys race. See, we're getting a little bit close there. That wasn't my intentions, but he seemed to shut the door on me. So what I did was brake calmly. We did touch the grass a little bit there. But trying to not have any contact, not have any damage, and just relax. I am faster than these guys, but it's one of them things. I just want to finish the race to get my safety rate in. So you can see they are pushing quite heavily. The car ahead is making a few mistakes. That is affecting our lap time, because obviously we're not pushing for an overtake. So again, using my brake points, hitting my markers, whilst also keeping an eye on him, trying to avoid where he's going. I'm also getting a feel for his driving style as well. So they keep running wide into this car's corner and getting a relatively poor exit. So I can take note of that. And if we do see him again, I know that they are struggling with the last corner, so that could be an overtaking opportunity. Alright, we're halfway through. Oh, he's on the grass. He's taking too much speed. It's on the grass again, so we're just watching him. Big mistake there. So these are going to go too wide for this corner, so I'm just going to give them a little bit more space, because that can happen quite easily. And they've knocked each other off. And that's what I don't want to get involved with. Little things like that, that could have been a 4x for either one of them, or maybe even both. So that's really going to affect their safety rating. We can have a look after the race, because we can see in the race results what other people have gained and lost. So again, just racing my line, letting them do their own thing. That's blinking again, which is really distracting. So you can see there's a lot of heavy braking, missing braking points up ahead. All attributes of someone that hasn't done enough practice. So this, you can see my throttle trace just on the right hand side. You can see I'm half throttle because they're trying to go for an overtake again, and we don't want to cause any issue. We've already had contact once, so take it nice and easy. So you can see his door mirror is actually flapping around there. So we want to finish with a nice, clean car. Because obviously in Rookie, you do have people that are new to the game. They might not have situational awareness. So yeah, yellow flag. Don't know what it is, so I'm going to take it easy around here. Oh, there we go. It's that orange and blue car that's going very slowly. So I'm not sure what he's doing. So I'm going to race my line. I'm going to nip up the inside of this guy. Take advantage. Of him going a little bit slower. That was pretty a risky move there. Probably shouldn't have done that, because he might not know where I am in relation to him. So that's something that will come with time. And you can try and use spotters to your well, to your help, really, because they will say car left, car right, and you know where they are. So that guy's going wide, so I'm going to brake a little more. Missed a shift, but yeah, brake a little more. I saw he was going wide, so I increased the brake to basically avoid him coming back on track like that and giving us a little knock. At this point we've got a bit of clear air, so we can press on a little bit if we have the pace to. Nice smooth lines again. Do exactly what you did in practice. Right, we did a 17.4, so that is getting a little bit quicker. We've got a bit of clear air. A little bit wide in those corners. You can see pushed a little bit wide there, so I obviously got on the throttle a little bit too early. The car understeered wide. So any more wide I was... what am I trying to say? If I was any wider than that going into the corner, I could have got a 1x, which isn't ideal. So we've caught up this guy very nicely, so all we're going to do is just relax. Oh, he really stops there. So this is the thing where it's that situational awareness. I saw that I was gaining on him enormously, so I backed out the corner. The car will brake most effectively in a straight line. So that's all I did there. Try and brake as much as I can in a straight line to avoid contact. You can see I was very deep on the brakes there. Tyre wear shouldn't be an issue in this race. It's not that long. iRacing doesn't simulate brake wear at the moment in this time. See a bit better there. Pushing onto the curb instead of the grass. So I'm quite happy sitting here. We're coming up to the last lap, so we should get a white flag. So we've got one more lap, and it's really important not to make any silly mistakes. We've run a very clean race so far. We've missed some accidents. So we want to make sure we continue that. Had to lift off the throttle there, otherwise I would have gone wide again. And there we have it. Checkered flag for our very first race. And it was completely clean. So what I tend to do now is just go around a little bit. You can see everyone pulling off, but the iRacing system, to my knowledge at least, is still counting until the last car crosses the line. So what I tend to do is just poodle around a few corners. If the formula is based on corner numbers, then taking a few extra before the last car finishes is only going to help the thing. Also, enables you to get away from other cars, because some of them will just stop on the racing line. So we can come around here. I believe everyone has crossed the line now. Pick a nice safe place completely off the racing line where we're not going to get hit, and hit escape. And we are done with our first race. So what we'll go is TV1, just so you can see the beautiful Mazda going around. So what we can do from this point is just have a quick look at the results. So, grid, we started 9th and we finished 8th. So that was based on the qualifying, which is here, because obviously we didn't qualify. We started from the pit lane actually, which brought us rocks down last. So then we've made our way back up to 8th through basically other people falling off, which is how we want to gain positions. They are the easiest way if we force someone into an unforced mistake. Right, quit the sim. Yes, you can save the replay if you want, otherwise you can click no. That doesn't always pop up. There is a thing in the app file that you can change to be able to ask you for exit. So we are here. We can click exit on that one and we say view results at the top and we can view our results. So you can see here we've gained at the top. It'll give you a summary. So average lap time, lead changes the whole race, blah blah blah. This is our safety rating. So we gained 0.18 in our very first race and we haven't gained any strength of, that's the strength of field, sorry. So that's where we were in the overall standings. This is the entire splits. So there was 13 splits overall and we were in split 7, sorry. So if you scroll down, you can see we're highlighted here. So you can see we're rookie. We got plus 0.18. And who are them gentlemen behind? You can see where our instances over here. We had 0. So the gentleman behind had a few instances. So 5 and 2. So they might have had one there. You can see they got plus 0.02. So you can see how other people did. But that is our first race over and done. On to the next one.